watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Mike Thompson.
And I'm Martha Kowalski.
We restore some of the prairie land in our area. The Mississippi Valley Conservancy is teaming up with the DNR to burn grasslands in New Amsterdam, which is near Holman. The burn is a way to manage the landscape by clearing out invasive species, which clears the way for native plants to grow. Less than 1% of the original prairies still exist in our area, and these burns are critical in maintaining what's left.
To be able to save these last gems in the landscape, to restore and maintain those properties so that school kids and people can go out and see the plants and the wildlife and enjoy nature, it's really a remarkable thing.
Now, the burn was supposed to take place on Monday, but it was delayed until today to make sure wind conditions were safe enough for the fire.
My title here is Burn Boss, and I am a volunteer burn manager, fire manager for the Mississippi Valley Conservancy.
And so what are you doing out here today?
We are conducting a prescription fire on a 45-acre prairie restoration, and what we're primarily trying to do with the fire is control smooth brome grass, which is what's left over from old pasturing, and to stimulate the prairie plantings that we have already done.
Now, people that might live near these type of things, you know, how safe are these types of burns?
It's very safe. I spent last week a day out here at the subdivision over to our right, handing out door flyers and knocking on doors and explaining any questions to anybody that they had, explaining the use of our fire, our safety controls, the contingency plans we have in place. Most of the people who have lived here have seen the fires before. They know the MVC is a very professional organization. Our biggest factor out here is the wind, and we had to postpone a fire for Monday because we didn't have the right wind. Today we have the right wind. If I would have came out here, even though spending all this time getting everybody together, if the wind would have changed, we would not have fire out here. And right now, with the brome as high as it is, and that was a good thing because of the kind of a funny, wet, weird spring we had. But I think, yeah, the therapeutic value of this fire is going to be about 100%. So I don't think we could get a better fire therapeutically. And our burn conditions are great. We got good smoke lift, we've got a good wind, and great crew.
Toasty, how's it going? My name's Phil Paulskill, and I'm volunteering on this. I've always liked to do prairie burns. I worked with the DNR for about 30 years, and about 15 of those was with Thoreau State Park. So burning prairies is kind of in my blood, basically. So it's always been a fun thing, to me at least. And